Good morning. It's not very often that we have a religious sister with us, unfortunately. But we have Sister Nora Marie with us today. So the young ladies who were with the candles and the one ladies over there. So if anybody has maybe an idea that maybe, young lady want to maybe join the convent or give their life totally to God, you can sort of talk to Sister Nora Marie there. So there you are. I was just talking about you, but you left because Sister Nora Marie is there. So if you're thinking about joining the convent, you can go talk to her. It's important to promote vocations. And it's a great opportunity because we have a live sister here. Not just somebody in a book, right? The great author, Mark Twain, he said, "Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see." We see that type of kindness in today's gospel, where Jesus heals the deaf-mute. That great saint and doctor of the church, St. Alphonsus de Gouri, who founded the Redemptorist order, wrote, "Jesus Christ could easily have obtained for us salvation without suffering and in leading a life of ease and delight. He refused the riches, the delights, the honors of the world, and chose for himself a life of poverty and death, full of suffering and ignominy. Would it not have sufficed for him to have offered to his eternal Father one single prayer for the pardon of man? For this prayer, being of infinite value, would have been sufficient to save the world and infinite worlds besides. Why then did he choose for himself so much suffering and a death so cruel?" St. John Chrysostom, another doctor of the church, answers, "A single prayer of Jesus would have indeed been sufficient to redeem us. But it was not sufficient to show us the love that our God has borne for us. That which sufficed to redeem us was not sufficient for love." St. Thomas Aquinas, another doctor of the church. There are 36 saints the church has said these are doctors of the church. Doctor means a teacher. So basically the church is saying, if you want to know what it means to be Catholic, look at these doctors of the church. So St. Thomas Aquinas confirms this when he says, "Christ, in suffering from love, offered to God more than the expiation demanded by the offense of the human race." So, if it was not necessary for Jesus to put his fingers into the man's ears and spit on his tongue, if it was not necessary for Jesus to groan in order to heal the deaf-mute, why did Jesus do it? It was because, as St. Ephraim the Syrian, another doctor of the church, said, "So that at the moment with fingers that may be touched, he touched the Godhead that may not be touched." God is so far beyond anything we could ever understand or explain. God is unknowable. And the moment we have said anything about God, we have said too much, because words can never capture the inexpressible nature of Almighty God. And yet, St. John the Evangelist tells us in his gospel, God so loved the world that he sent his only Son, so that everyone who believes in him might not perish, but might have eternal life. How is the unknowable, ineffable Creator, God, going to communicate with us his creation? God will reveal himself to us the way he created us, through our five senses. That is why the sacraments, which are the outward signs instituted by Christ to let us share God's love with us. That's why they have to do with the five senses. The sacraments involve tasting and smelling and hearing and touching and seeing. Jesus healed the deaf mute. He groaned, "Ephphatha." And this rite continues in the sacrament of baptism. It's called the rite of Ephphatha. And the priest or the deacon makes the sign of the cross on the baby's ear and the mouth, at least before the virus. Now I kind of just say the prayer over them without touching the baby. But the priest says, "The Lord Jesus made the deaf hear and the dumb speak. May he soon touch your ears to receive his word, and your mouth to proclaim his faith, to the praise and glory of God the Father." We do the same thing when we come to Mass. Did you ever notice when the deacon is present at Mass, he receives a blessing from the priest before the gospel? The priest blesses the deacon, saying, "The Lord be in your heart and on your lips, that you may worthily proclaim his holy gospel. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit." And the priest says a similar prayer when he bows before the altar. Did you ever notice that before we read the gospel, we make the sign of the cross on our foreheads and on our lips and on our chest? We do that because we want God to open our minds to receive his holy word. We want God to open our lips so that we can proclaim his holy word. And we want God to be in our heart so that we can live according to God's holy word. Notice the opening of the lips is for the purpose of proclaiming the gospel to the world. Jesus told the man he cured not to tell anyone, because Jesus didn't want to be known as just a miracle worker. Jesus didn't want to be just a king who supplies people's physical needs. You know, just like, it's like, "Hey, vote for me, I'll give you whatever you want." That's not the way we should vote. He did not want the man to tell anyone because Jesus had not died for us yet. That's the purpose of Jesus' life. Archbishop Fulton Sheen, may he soon be beatified, he said that Jesus was the only person who was born for the purpose of dying. That's the way Jesus showed his great love for us. Jesus died on the cross for you and for me. The man who was cured merely of a physical ailment could not help but proclaim the wondrous deeds of the Lord, even when he was told not to. Therefore, we who by our baptism are obligated to proclaim to all the world the wonders the Lord has done for us, how much more should we be proclaiming the Lord in our families, in our workplaces, in our schools, in our leisure activities? Or do we need Jesus to come? Or do we need Jesus to have to come and put his fingers in our ears and spit on our tongue?